Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 52 Topics with
Francis Fiordolino.
Frank Fiordolini.
Francis Fiordolini. Yes, his name is Francis.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Francis. This is our Monday night live stream. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
I hate that. It's part of the show. I get it, but I fucking hate it.
I'm sorry. Well, listen, we got to get some more people to screw up your name, and then I'll switch it up. What do you want me to do? Let's say hi to some people. Tatone, he became a member. My man, Tatone. Good to see you, my man. Thank you for becoming a member to the channel. Much appreciated. Joe Root, what's going on, buddy? Pasta Patate. Matt, what's up, my man? On time. There you go. There you go. John Martin, what's going on? The great, the powerful, the wonderful, the amazing Roro G. John Martin. Roro. The kid from Woodhaven, what's going on? What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Furbo.
You know what that
means?
What's
going on, Frank? How are you? Some people are still coming in. Angie Pasqua, what's going on?
Angie Pasqua. Yo, fellas.
Thank you, Angie. Hey, thanks for being a member.
We got to say hi.
Pizzatola, Tower King in the Penal Colony. Who's that? Is that Angie Pasqua? RL380. Yo, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Robin, Uncle Robin, what's going on? Good to see you. We're going to talk a little boxing, I think. I don't know shit about boxing, so Frank, it's on you, buddy. Lisa Pizzatola. Ni hao ma. Phoenix, what's going on? How are you? Skippy, what's going on? And that's it. Go over to Crime Spot. I put out something this afternoon. Go check that out if you get a shot. Little walk and talk through Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. In the beginning is pretty funny. The beginning is funny, so check it out, please. Pat Dorr, what's going on? That's a reference to Oliver Twist. But you know that, right, Pasta? Are you joking?
Yeah. That's a Dickens quote. Yes, for sure.
Yeah. I love that. People like when that's used. I mean, I first heard it used in reference to the Mafia and Murder Machine when Jerry Capisi refers to Roy as the Fagin of Flatlands, which is the first time I heard it, but I know you like to use it too. It's a good one to throw out there. It kind of makes it, people seem to like it whenever it's said, the Fagin-esque or Fagin type characters, which fits.
Yeah, fits the narrative. Dickens writes about gangs and poverty and early 1800s London, and I always found that interesting as a kid reading. It's a young man's literature, but I liked it. And then I got into weird stuff as I got older, like J.D. Salinger.
Yeah. Shout out Mob Facts. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, somebody hooked you up with a membership. I don't know who. Creative Creep, Donna, what's good? Happy to see you here. David Price, Sister. Everybody's piling in. Southie, what's going on? Kevin Millie, Ben, Antonio Delgado, Proletarian Scumbag. I'm sorry, hold on. Proletarian whatever. All right, it's a new one. BB.
Shout out to some people, okay? Sister, thank you for the generous donation. Thank you. Sister gave us that generous donation. And to Southie as well. Like the shirt, that's from Southie, Catskill Boxing.
Oh, is that what it is? That is a cool shirt.
Yes, it is. Kevin Rooney is home territory. So there you go. We're talking about Tyson, Catskill Boxing.
Yeah, for sure.
All that good stuff. We got Lisa, thank you for the ancestry stuff that you said. Yeah, it's amazing how many Castellammarese actually are related. I learned that I'm related to Galante and I think Magadino somehow, among others, and apparently Barlo Amato, which is weird. But it's not, because we come from a town of 14,000 now. Back then it was probably like 6,000. So between cousins and all this getting married, it's weird. And then you got the 80% mentality of like some of these people. It's always been an anti-Atari kind of mentality, and even till growing up. So I could see where that all started. and the names that usually end up together. Thank you for the gift. Gifted another person, BTF.
I'll get to that. Let me talk about this real quick. This is because I just saw a short on Gene Borello's channel where Hootie was claiming Dom Cicali called his parole officer or something. Then MobFact says, "Does anyone know about this? Brett, I sent the screenshot to your IG. Could it be a scripted fake fight?" I just looked at the screenshot. I don't think that's a scripted face fight. I think that goes back to a while ago, like 2 years ago. Hootie was saying something about an incident with Vinny Gorgeous at Rayo's, and I don't remember exactly what was said, but maybe Dom Cicali took it as Hootie disparaging Vinny Gorgeous and Cicali, and Hootie making him and his crew out to be like the victors in like some fight situation where they were like the tough guys, whatever. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think it's scripted, but if Dom did that, I don't have to tell you what I would think about something like that. But I don't think it's scripted. I really don't. Yeah, Tyson's old cam.
Tyson's old cam. That's correct.
Thank you, Kevin Milley. Shout out Kevin Milley. $10 super sticker. Thank you, buddy. Frankie Bread, what's going on? Sergeant
Sergeant Anthony Rubio, Special Forces.
Thank you, that's Phoenix, right, for gifting the membership. Thank you so much. Sergeant, do I have a Rubito picture of it? That's a funny name. That is
funny. Yeah, that actually Sergeant Rubio.
Sergeant Anthony Rubio.
Bro, he was looking at the flag at sentencing. He goes, "I fought for this country," mumbling all. They gave him 5 years. It worked. Because they took his sentence back if they found out it was fake value. Stolen valor.
I don't know. I got to get the clip. That's what I got to add to the arsenal. The clip of Rubito outside of court. I want to get home to our families. I want to get home to our families. Whatever the hell he's talking about.
He was a character, boy. He was a character. Later on in life,
say it again.
Later on in life, he had this guy Pickles who was on the spectrum driving him around.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. That's what I hear. But
that's a funny group of guys, huh?
Oh yeah. Forget it. Did I tell you the time about the strip joint? We all went to the strip joint and went towards the strip joint because Sally's son got into it with Sally Bread. Now, Sally Bread is the guy from the Colombo family, but he didn't get into it. Sally Bread was busting the kid's balls so his dad could come up there and hang out. But the kid didn't know who Sally Bread was. So, yeah, go get your father, all right? And the kid ended up calling, Hootie said, what?
Hootie said him and Alphonse Trujillo punked Vinny Bastiano and I believe Son Genovese Caprisco. Yeah, listen. I don't think Angelo Prisco gets punked by anybody, but I don't know if that's my opinion or if that's a fact. Let's put it that way. But I don't know the story. I don't know the story, but I don't think it's a fake beef. I don't think it's a fake beef.
I don't know. There's crews out there, and I'm not going to like Ronnie Giuliano's crew, right? It's a violent crew. They know to fuck things up. Gene was part of that crew.
Right.
Now, when I remember when the kid Ronnie One Arm's kid Alphonse got made, he was known as a money guy. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Did he have a couple of guys on his crew that were violent or badass or whatever the fuck you want to call? Yeah, sure. But not to the extent of like a Ronnie Giuliano, and especially not a Vinny Bastiano. Vinny's crew was pretty lethal. That I'm not saying that. This is what was always known out there. He was so lethal that Joe Messino tried not to involve him in too many things because he was afraid one day he might pull a power move.
Okay.
So, now, a guy that Joe Messino was worried about pulling a power move, I don't think is going to take a kid like Alphonse talking to him very lightly. And I don't want to start no he said, she said here because, Hootie was on the show. He spoke right last week. Gene was here, and Gene's always been.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about any of this, but I just
don't want to go that route.
I don't think it's fake. That's my point, basically. I just don't think.
No. You're entitled to your opinion.
No, I don't think that it's a fake internet scripted beef. I think Dom is really going at this guy. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Mob Facts is a friend of the show. Mob Facts is also one of my favorite in the genre. I've said that before. I'll say it again. He brings.
What's up, Chad?
he brings things to this genre, and I'm not going to call it the mob genre because the mob genre has turned into a cartoonish Looney Tune type of go-to these days. But he's just, people go to on his show to get references or see with his permission, I'm assuming. And so he's one of the better guys out there. So I leave it at that. But back to the other guys, I don't want to get that he said, she says. Oh, not he. I didn't say that. I mean, I don't want to get that, that bullshit going back and forth. But it's yeah, I don't see Vinny Gorgeous getting punked by many people, if anybody.
Yeah.
All right, what we got?
What do we got? Yeah, so you wanted to talk about some boxing stuff? Like I said, I don't know shit about boxing.
I want to talk about I don't want to make this the whole show about this. I mean, I had this shirt on and I was thinking, and you guys might know more than me because I really didn't do no research on it, but I do remember some situations where people would talk about certain people and wrestlers too. Like, yeah, that's right, wrestlers, like the Foley wrestling, that kind of stuff. Guys that were involved in the mob that were involved in both industries. We go back, to guys like that even had boxers, like Buddy McGirt. All right, Buddy McGirt was a boxer back in the 90s, 80s, and it was no secret. Jojo Carrazzo had a piece of him back in the day, so we're talking about how the industry crosses each other. Oh, even the wrestler, Dino Bravo. You ever heard of him?
Yeah, Dino Bravo. What's the story with his death? It's a little shady.
Well, he apparently was in the Dino Bravo was in the cigarette smuggling business. Either they felt he was talking to somebody in law enforcement, or he just had done some people wrong. He was married to the Catroni family niece of the Catroni guy, the niece that they're up in the Montreal area.
Okay.
And one day they snuck in his house and they put fucking 11 bullets in him. 11. That's a real serious deal when you put 11 bullets into someone. Kind of overkill, wouldn't you say? Or that, or you hope he just doesn't wake up and beat your ass because the guy was a pure fucking animal.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Jojo Christmas? How are you, buddy?
But the boxing, okay, here we go. Lenny Montana. Hey, Sal, welcome. Colombo social wrestling, better known as Luca Bracci. Yes, he was a Colombo family enforcer. Was in a lot of movies. He I think, what was his wrestling name? I forgot. I looked into it before. Lenny, what the fuck was his wrestling name? Had a wrestling name, but you could see that guy. He was 6'6" and very intimidating. What does the chat say? Frank, I'm not from New York. From everything I've heard and read, nobody fucked with Vinny Boss. Dominic Stevens said it a few times on this show. Nobody did fuck with him. You're right.
Frankie Carbo and Blinky Palermo. Carbo was a Lucchese guy. Is that correct? If I remember correctly.
Who's that?
Frank Carbo.
Frankie Carbo. So. Yes, he was also a boxer. But like, what the fuck? What's his name? The Zebra Kid. Lenny Montana was a wrestler name. I thought it was his real name, but his name as a wrestler was the Zebra Kid.
Yeah, Lucchese guy. Correct. Corruption Connection.
There was two Ridgewood brothers that were, and this Sal could help me on that too, that were also boxers. One better than the other. One dipped and dabbed. The other one was actually legit. And that was the the Giovanellis, Danny Giovanelli, a boxer. Also in that realm.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite boxer?
My favorite boxer? Honestly, I'm not into boxing. I never was. I mean,
Tyson, nobody.
I love Tyson as a person. By default, like I always just say like Tyson, but I'll be honest, I'm not a boxing fanatic. I'm not a boxing historian. So I'm not going to pretend to be one. Let's put it that way. I definitely know more about MMA than boxing for sure. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, Matt says Hagler, and Steve says Tommy
Hagler.
Hearns.
Hearns and Hagler, those are famous battles.
I like the Italian ones. The Italian ones were my favorite.
Angel Defendus Lucchese was a pro. Tommy Eberle as well. Then he was a manager.
The Aboli brothers, yeah, they were boxers as well. The Chin was a boxer.
Chin, yeah, I can't forget the Chin. Actually, yeah.
No, but there's
Marciano or Turagadi.
To everyone talking about it. Yeah, Marciano was great, but I mean, of course, I like the Italian boxers, but they weren't the best by far. Danny Giovanelli was middleweight Fritzy's cousin. Oh, it was a cousin. It wasn't a brother. See that?
Oh, Dante Giovanelli. Yeah, Dante Giovanelli, middleweight Fritzy's cousin.
Dante. Oh, not okay. Dante. See that?
Yeah. Rocky Marciano.
Rocky Marciano, the out of Massachusetts over there, the Boston. What was it? The Brockton Brawler or something. Yeah, but and people are gonna hate me for this, especially the Goombas. Marciano had the best record, okay, but he had it at a time where not a lot of top heavyweights were there. I think he beats Jersey Joe Walcott at a very old age. He beats the crap out of him. It wasn't the guy he was.
I think BB's talking about Vinny Matalone, right?
Vinny Matalone. Sally Bread's crew. What about the heavyweights who in Sally Bread's crew? Sally Bread got to be captain by the time I was out of the neighborhood. But he was always around heavyweights. Vito Guzzo was one of them. The original
boxers. Vinny was apparently.
That wasn't that Vinny Maladone. What was fuck? I don't want to. Let's not start that.
Matadone.
You're
saying it wrong or I'm saying it wrong, but I think I said it right, buddy.
There's the English guy that was pretty good too. The English guy that was Italian. He was from Wales, but he was Italian.
Vinny Matalone. Stupid, but I don't know. What are you talking about?
No, this motherfucker was a beast.
No, but I'm talking about the guy that he's talking about. That's apparently.
Oh,
whatever. The kid from Woodhaven. Thank you. $1.99.
Thank you.
Hootie Cologne pressed Vinny. Ace was MIA. Is that true?
What's that?
Is that true? Interesting.
I didn't read it.
No, he's talking about
Hootie Cologne pressed Vinny. Ace was. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. We could bring people that were around at that time. Hey, Rosie, at that time that were around that area that I guess would know more than me for sure.
Mickey Ward. Yeah.
Mickey Ward.
Joe
was he around? Arturo Gatti was around. Boxers of Fixed. Yeah. Arturo Gatti was around gangsters eventually. He was in Montreal too. He was in the Montreal area. I guess
his wife get away with killing him
in Brazil. Yeah, something like that.
Something shady over there. See, I know all these guys, but I can't. I know all these boxers you guys are named, but I'm not like I can't talk in depth about any of them.
Joe Bellotti was a boxer too.
Joe Bellotti?
Yeah, I think that's one of the Bellotti brothers.
Okay. Is that right? Really?
Yeah.
Frank, he was the best decade of heavyweights. Rock beat Joe Louis. He was on the downside of his career. How about my man Steven Stacks? How about him? How about Muhammad Ali's bodyguard? How about that?
Was he a boxer?
No, but he was Muhammad Ali's bodyguard. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, like you think, right? Exactly. Isn't that crazy when you get these boxers that have bodyguards?
Check out the series, 3-part series on the Crime Spot. Check it out, fools.
Rocky Graziano, that was another good one too. Somebody Up There Loves Me. The name of the movie was Somebody Up There Likes Me. Rocky Graziano, real good. He fought one of my favorite boxers ever, and that was and so did Raging Bull there, LaMotta, who was Sugar Ray Robinson.
Paulie Malignaggi from Bensonhurst, and then Catania speaks of soon. Yeah, he just followed me on Instagram. Actually, I thought that was funny.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring him on. That'll be funny. I got to shout out my man NW. He said he's watching with my boy Brian. Shout out to you guys. Boom Boom Mancini. All right, let's.
Boom Boom Mancini is actually related to an ex-friend of mine, and Sal knows him too. I don't think Sal knows this, but I definitely do. They are related. They
Vito Antuofermo. That was another one. Yeah.
I'll get to him. Soon.
What do you want to say about him?
Well, I got some Vito Antuofermo stories.
I
used to see him every week for a little bit, and my friends used to. It's not right. They used to egg me on to fuck with him, But he was punch drunk. Pugilistic. What is it called? Pugilistic dementia.
Okay.
What's the scientific word for punch drunk?
Pugilistic dementia. Really?
Yeah.
Punch drunk. Yeah, that sucks when you see somebody like that. They got that fucking CTE all up in the brain. Hello, Frank. What's wrong with Giacomo Amato? He's Sicilian. They are usually good. What are you talking about? This guy. What's wrong with this guy?
Look at that.
What's wrong with this guy?
Wouldn't you give up your fucking money? That guy showed up to your house.
What's the matter with this guy,
How
Frank?
much
We'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that in a second. So somebody, we'll get to that in a second. I don't want to talk about that fucking guy. So anything more on this boxing you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, I'm not done. Well, if you don't like this topic, do you?
No, I don't give a shit. I mean, you can keep go on as long as you want.
Primo Carnero is a wrestler. He was big. That's Furbo's favorite. Where are you, Furbo? He always talks about Primo Carnero. And there's
scientific term for cauliflower. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just cauliflower. I'm sure they came up with something for it, but
I don't know. Adicune. That's adicune means ear. So big ears. But it also means it's a derogatory term for a gay person in Sicily. Adicune.
Interesting. I guess cauliflower is pretty gay. Yeah, the Groverina. We spoke about that on a couple episodes.
And you're gonna like that. Listen, I'm gonna get to the Vito Antuofermo stories. You're gonna like them. Anyhow, my favorite box. I got some Roy Jones Jr., Ali, Joe Louis, Marciano, Durant, Sweet Pea Whitaker, who I'm actually good friends with the family. Back to Mancini. I'm going all over the board because I'm forgetting people dropping names. Paul Ragusa is related to Mancini. I bet you guys.
Is that right?
Huh?
Is that right?
100%.
Okay.
But yeah, 100%. Not many people know that.
Huh.
What's up, bro? Hey, Al Torres, what's going on, my man?
This guy right here, huh?
That guy right there. Yep, they're related. They come from the same town, and they're I think on his mother's side, actually.
Interesting.
Yep. They're from Palermo, same town. Okay, what do we got? We got Vito Antuofermo. Okay, now Vito Antuofermo used to go to this place called the French Quarters. So like in Rocky, when he was broke, they gave him the job to host people when they came there. So this place at the French Quarters in Manhattan. That was Vito Antuofermo's job. So we started talking to him. He smelled like fucking garlic all the time. Like he must hate fucking like bad, bro. Everything was sharp looking about him until he opened his mouth. It was fucking real garlic. And we're like, hey, Vito. And he'd come up, hey, you guys, what's going on? And the first thing he said to me, which Joe Grimaldi thought was the funniest thing ever, was, hey, how was the hockey game? You guys win. He thought I played for the Rangers.
Get the fuck out of here.
So we just rolled with it. I said, I played for the Rangers. It was all right, a little hectic today, but and they were getting a kick out of it. So I think the first time we just left it at that, but that's what he would remember. We went there again. He's sitting on a fucking speaker. He's the oldest guy in the fucking place. He had a big ass speaker, and he's sitting on it like this. And he wanted to be called Champ all the time when we see him. So that's what I did. I didn't disrespect him. I said, hey, Champ, what's going on? Oh, good. What sport you play again? He goes, I said hockey, remember? Oh, yeah. He goes, hockey, that's right. So he starts talking. He gets into and I found him interesting. He was talking about his career and how what, Sal? Oh, he's probably wondering how Paul's related to the mother's side. anyhow, so we're getting back to
Vito.
Vito Antuofermo. And I go, Vito, what happened? He goes, so I fight. This is before pay-per-view. This guy could have made a lot of fucking money. So he fights Hagler, who is the biggest fighter in his division at the time. And he's like, it's like a Rocky story. He gets in there and they fight to a draw. All right. I mean, he was bleeding from everything. He was a bleed. You can still see the scar tissue on his face. He had a big humongous fucking head, and he was a little bit shorter than me, but I mean, I got a big head, so he has a fucking humongous head, right? And he had the hair like Saturday Night Fever. You can smell the hairspray, bro. You know, it was like all fucking back. And he said, well, you know, I got Vito's Barez. Vito, yes, he's Barez. And he fought to a draw. And so the second, they give him a rematch. And now in the rematch back in the day, if you were in pay-per-view or today's money, he would have been fucking, that would have been a multi-million-dollar. You got the white Italian guy, where it's the black champ, the underdog. That shit would have went off the roof. You understand?
Yeah.
And with that said, they scheduled the next fight, and he misses the big money by a couple of months when they start the pay-per-view shit, but they had, I don't know if it was in the movie theaters, but back then we were kids, they used to have these in the movies. It was like $25 closed circuit, you know, and the movie theaters used to have the fights. But in this occasion, they had it, and he only made like 50 grand in like 1985, which is fucking peanuts to what's to come, you know. That fight, I think he loses in the 5th round. He said he got headbutted in the head, and once he got headbutted, he bled, and once he bled, they called it, and that was it. And that was, but that was his story of Vito. He lived in Howard Beach. I remember my friends when I went to high school, they told me they used to ring his bell at the house. They were the newspaper boy, and they used to fucking chase him for about a block. He thought the ring, you know, he thought he was back in the ring at time. Not always, but sometimes. So that's the story of Vito Antuofermo. But he was, well, one day I walk in there in this club, and I'm not kidding, he's there for a good 2 minutes with a spray bottle, hairspray in the bathroom, just looking at him. So shh. That fucking thing was like cement up there, you know. It was whatever. But
Proletarian Brett, do you like hockey? Yeah, I mean, after baseball, hockey's my favorite. I grew up playing roller hockey, playing street hockey. I know how to ice skate. I'm pretty good. I can get on the ice rink and skate. I didn't play ice hockey, but I could definitely skate. I used to go to a lot of Rangers games. Me and my wife, who's my wife now, when we were dating, we used to go to Ranger games all the fucking time. And we used to go, if the Rangers were out on the island playing the Islanders, we would try to go out to the Coliseum. Now, hockey games have become so fucking expensive that I just don't go on principle. I don't go based on principle. Like, I'm not going to fucking pay all this money. When we used to go to games, you would be able to go to like playoff games for like $60 a ticket, $70 a ticket for playoff games. Now, forget it. So I don't go. I'm sorry. I refuse to pay for a fucking $150 plus for a shitty fucking seat. You know, unless you get it on the day, I guess you can get it for cheaper sometimes, like 2 or 3 hours before the game. You do one of those jobs on StubHub or whatever. Other than that, you know, and it's really easy for me to get to the Garden. I can get to the Garden in like 25 minutes on the Long Island Railroad. I can be right there. But
yeah. Are you an Islander fan?
No, I'm a Ranger fan. Fucking Islanders, get out of here. I know you're an Islander fan.
Yeah, because that's the first team that really won. Well, I got to understand hockey. Anybody who lived in Queens remembers WHT, Wemeka Home Theater, and that was their team: the Islanders, the Mets, and the Nets, the New Jersey Nets. So I followed them. That did persuade me to become a Net fan. I was always a Knick fan, and but I became an Islander fan, and those were the heydays of the Islanders. 4 Stanley Cups in a row.
Well, they won, So that was what, late 70s, right?
79 to about 83.
79
I
to 83.
believe that was
Was it
that was
78?
the time.
Okay.
Talking about boxing, guys, and you guys could please involve yourselves in this. What was your favorite boxing movie of all time, other than Rocky? Okay, I know most of you's gonna, you know how many old Italian guys used to fucking drink 12 eggs and run around the block about twice after watching Rocky.
My favorite boxing movie.
Yeah,
What's my favorite boxing movie? I don't know. Favorite boxing movie. I don't have one. I don't even think.
yeah. Okay, Scott H took mine right off the bat. Yeah, for sure.
Raging Bull. Yeah,
love Raging Bull. Raging Bull was good.
I guess I could go that as a default, but I don't really like. Mine was Spike of Bensonhurst.
No, you're kidding. You're kidding. A B film with Italian music in it. Yeah, Lisa. But yeah, okay, we'll respect that.
Proud history of Swedes and oh yeah, King Henry, right? For sure. I played for 10 years. My dad was. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
No, we love hockey. New York City is definitely a hockey town. Long Island is definitely a hockey town. A lot of good hockey towns in the United States. But it's just so expensive to go to a game that, and when that became, because seeing hockey in person is so much better. Like very few, some sports are better on TV. Like football might be better on TV. Hockey is fucking the best sport in person. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah, even at a minor league, I go to a lot of minor league games. They're fun. They are fun, and they're very affordable. Like you said, on a pro level, very expensive. The champ with John Voight. Yeah, tearjerker there. Yeah, remember that Ricky Schroeder? What's his name? Ricky Schroeder?
Yeah. Sister, Brett, what's your kid? Oh, we forgot to say thank you to Sister, by the way.
I said thank you. You didn't hear me. I said,
oh, we did. Okay, yeah. So the cash app for the show is 52 Topics. My personal cash app is $NYC Crime Spot. $NYC Crime Spot. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what.
Yeah, yeah. When he sent it over, I sent it over to.
Thank you, Sister. Thank you so much.
We share. Not always. I mean, no. I mean,
we do. We split. We split
it. Yeah. Which guys, get ready for our season 1 on Wednesday. It rocks out. And I'll give you a little heads up. A lot. We discussed Ralph a lot in general. So
yeah,
we had to do it over because I think I just focused. I was a little bit all over the board, and it's gonna focus on Ralph a little bit more.
Yeah,
that being Ralph Schuler.
Yeah, and I want to play. Everybody requested that we go back to the old music, Frank. They didn't like your new, your whatever music you had there. What was the song again?
Which one I had before?
Yeah,
sounds like a melody. Yeah, that's they didn't like that one.
They didn't like Sounds Like a Melody. So we're gonna play the trailer right now. Ridgewood, A True Story, season 2.
The other one I liked, the Fine Young Cannibals.
Fine Young Cannibals are back. We're gonna play the trailer now. I fixed a couple of things in the trailer. I took some things out. I added some things in. So 120 people hit the like. Let's watch the trailer. This is going to be the intro for season 2. We brought back Fine Young Cannibals. I cut up the music a little bit to make a nice smooth transition. I think you guys will pick up on it. I added some stuff. Check it out.
Fabio Bartolotta, an individual with strong family ties to defendants convicted in connection with the Pizza Connection narcotics distribution case of the 1980s. and other violent crimes.
And it's a shame I'm not the man I used to be.
All right, so that's the new one.
That was really good, really well edited, man. Good job.
Took some stuff out. I added some stuff in. I pieced some of the music together differently, and that's it. Yeah, so that, I guess that'll be the new intro, unless we switch it up a little bit. That's it. Let me see. Crime Spot, Brighton Beach upload today was. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you. Yeah, Brighton Beach guys. Sheepshead Bay. It took place, but yeah, definitely Brighton Beach. Russian mafia. Hell, AFBI. What's going on, man?
Look at another symbol. I love the fucking the Iron Sheik. I don't remember what. Remember him?
Yeah, of course.
Iron Sheik was great.
I used to like when you go on Stern. That was the best.
Fuck Hogan. Piece of shit. Tato Aurelio. What's going on? So what else is going on?
Do you use Premiere or Adobe? I'll use anything, man. I use like DaVinci at times. I'll use fucking CapCut. I'll use like anything. To me, like the entry to doing this stuff is so low at this point that unless like you're doing something like super duper high studio professional, I've messed with Premiere and Adobe before. Bit of a learning curve, and I have like supreme like ADHD. But I really do want to learn. The only Adobe that I was good at one point was Lightroom, because I learned it in college and I got pretty good at Lightroom. I didn't graduate college. I'm a college dropout, by the way. But I did get pretty good at Lightroom in school. I was using that for photography. So I got nice at that, but I'm not schooled on the whole Adobe world. I really want to get there. Oh, shit. Tom Lavecchia. He said 10 out of 10 Bastas. Thank you.
Big Arms. What's up, Tom? Big Arms, Big Arms says, Frank, please explain why I shouldn't buy Amato's book. First of all, that's not even his last name. You know why he used the name Amato? Because he figures if he uses the banana word, Amato, Sicilian, he tags it. He makes you feel like he's kind of related to Bala. That's for beginners. He's scamming you even on the name. But I will tell you a little about this idiot. He's an idiot. And if you want to buy the book and you're running out of toilet paper in your house, go ahead. Go ahead. But other than that, I mean, I'll recommend it. I usually don't put people's books down, even if you had as much as a mob career in the mob as probably mine, not as much as others that write books. I will tell you, he had none.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about some of the OC short stuff. Let's get into that in a second. Brett would use crayons. Yeah, I would use crayons. I would. I'll use anything. I'm all, even on Crime Spot when I used to do those intros, like I wanted to look like something that I would see as a kid, like on HBO or something, like a fucking intro like they used to use on TV. Like
right.
when I see the new normal, when I see the new normal or whatever people do on YouTube, when everything starts looking the same, I fucking throw up. So I want that shit to look like it's like 30 years old technology. But that's just how my brain works. You know what? People like that shit, to be honest with you. Anyway, moving right along. So you went on OC Shorts.
I did.
You recorded last week. He put out 2 uploads. Good commentary, good comments. Once again, as always, people tend to like you, and then you get a couple of momos here and there. What does he know? He's not made. Yeah, there's a lot of people, Warrant. Who wasn't made, Frank? I don't know. Who wasn't made when Vito Guzzo wasn't made when he went to prison? Who else wasn't made?
That don't bother me as much.
Tommy DeSimone wasn't made. I'm just saying, when people say stuff like that, it's so stupid because it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't have any bearing on your life, who your family is, who you were around.
It doesn't.
Like I was telling you on the phone, I had a guy. I did a video on my channel once, and the person I did the walk and talk with said the event takes place in like 76, and the person that I was doing the video with said, "Oh, I heard like Gotti might have owned this place or the Gambinos or something." Somebody writes in the comments, and this is true. This is literally just happened today. Somebody wrote in the comments, Gotti didn't own that place. He wasn't even made, because made guys are the only people that own bars. In case you guys didn't know, you got to be paid to own a bar or have a piece of a nightclub. And just in case you guys didn't know that.
Talking about momos, you know how many made momos there are, and guys that weren't made and more. Hey, you know what? Who wasn't made? Joe Watts wasn't made.
Joe Watts, Jimmy Burke.
Now, was I an associate on that level? No, never. Right. Never said I was. I do not. Yeah. So, but I think Rosie's talking about the opening of your
good shit, Tower.
Yeah, but nah, it's crazy. I don't get upset at what these people say when it comes down to that, or things like, and it's not for me to get upset, but they'll say things like, Sammy only killed one person, or John Gotti even shot the gun twice. Yeah, but they were so deep into what they were doing. You guys, because you guys never been in that life, don't understand what that is. When you have that kind of control over guys who can shoot a gun, that makes you more dangerous than the guy that shoots the gun. Do you understand that? When I could tell 20 to 30 people to go do something, it's just crazy. I don't understand what, back. What was that? Back to the Lions careless about the sheep.
John Gotti was not gay.
but yeah, that's the life.
This is true of Cardi. His brother got made before him.
He did, but that had to do because he was in jail.
He was in jail. He was away. But yeah, he had a lot of power. So let's get this out of the way. All right. So lots of good comments, shitty comments from some people, the usual barista comments. I got to be honest. They call you a barista. I'm a little jealous because I got a nice brand new espresso machine about 2 months ago, and I'm learning how to really make espresso and all the drinks. It's not easy. It's not easy. So if you're a barista, I got to be honest. I'm a little jealous.
I enjoyed it. I did. And
it's an art.
It's an art. The fuck? I mean, what do you want me to do? I should open up a place. I'd probably get a lot of fucking people coming in. Barista to the mob.
Yeah.
You like that one? The original
Barista to the mob. Yeah. A coffee table book about coffee tables.
I wish I was a fucking barista. And to all baristas in the world out there, stay away from jerk offs who are gonna job shame you, or the kids working at McDonald's or where. At least they're fucking working. And I'm not talking about myself because I was making a lot of money doing what I was doing. I was working card games, but it is what it is, man. Who the fuck cares? You think I give a fuck?
Yeah. What did you get? I got an entry. It's an entry level, Tom. It's not it's not one of them high end ones. Well, it costs a couple of bucks though. It's a Breville Barista Express, about $700 machine. It's a good. I guess it's a good entry level to like learn. You're gonna send me espresso? Are they beans? Because I'm fucking grinding the beans. I'm weighing them. I got my scale. I'm really trying to. What do we call it? I'm really trying to
Something.
I'm fucking stupid. I'm stupid. I just totally forgot. I'm learning. That's my point. But there's a word that I'm looking for. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, Breville. Yeah, no, Breville's good. Yeah. And they definitely have like higher models. But I think that was a good middle ground for me, at least, to learn. Yeah, dude. If you want to send me some beans, that would be awesome. Hell yeah. I'm lucky. I have a place by me that roasts their beans in Queens, and the market by me has one of their shops within the market. So I get fresh beans that are actually roasted locally. So I've been getting lucky, but I would love that, Tom. That would be awesome.
Kevin Wu is here. Kevin Wu.
What's going on? How's Gunsmoke?
What's up, Kevin Wu?
What's up, Kevin Wu? How's Gunsmoke?
When Kevin fucking Wu laughs, his eyes close.
Yeah. I'm learning that, Tom. I'm definitely learning that. I might have to invest in one of those Actually, tomorrow I think I'm going to Serini. You ever go to Serini on Arthur Avenue? That coffee shop. I think I'm going to hit that up tomorrow and see what they got over there. 700 is low. No, I don't mean to sound that way. I mean, I'm just saying it's a good entry level price if you want to start learning. I'm not saying it's low end, but when you start looking at the prices of these things, it kind of is. It kind of
Because
is.
you buy anything cheaper than that, they're gonna fuck up on you. I take it from me, I did, and it came in fucked up already. I was so fucking.
You bought it fucked. It was born fucked up.
It was like $150. That's all I could afford. What the fuck was I gonna do?
Yeah.
And then I looked at it right off the back. That fucking thing went back to UPS in 2 seconds.
Yeah. So I didn't mean to come off like a certain way, but
No,
yeah,
they were expensive, man. We had one. We had one at fucking Giannini's back in the 90s, $15,000. It came from Italy.
The commercial ones, yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Easty Kid goes, Frank, open up a pizza shop, call it Pizza Connection.
Pizza Connection.
Think about, Al Dente's. That was the name of the pizza shop they were using in Queens Boulevard. Chad D is going to give us the picks on, I think, Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah. That's going to be good. Chad D's going to come on.
It's going to be Monday, too, because Wednesdays we only do 2 lives. So if you want to be consistent, we'd have to use a Wednesday. What's up, Warren Hunter? Shout out to Warren Hunter. That's my man out there.
It's a lot of work for a shooter of coffee. Brad. Yeah, no, it's a lot of work. I enjoy it. How many cups of coffee? I stopped like drinking coffee now. All I do is espresso, and I'm probably at like 4 or 5 shots a day or something. I don't know, something.
That's a lot. I used to do a lot too back in the day. I only do 1. And that's like a treat for me because of my blood pressure. But my blood pressure it was really good the last time I went to the doctor. It was really, really good. So
good.
Shout out to me on that one. Big Arms, I did not forget about you. I will definitely fulfill your question because I just get irritated by that guy so much. I just can't help it. You know? But anybody been watching Fibby Tales?
We can get to that, but hold on. We didn't finish with the OC shorts. Okay, so listen. On the OC shorts, there was a little drama. Now, somebody asked, they want you to debunk this guy. I personally can't debunk him, only that I have a bullshit meter and it goes a certain way sometimes. So this guy came onto the comment section of OC Shorts. This is Giacomo Amato. He's him himself refers to them as roach coaches. Apparently, he had his own roach coach, a meat truck. He was from the Maspeth area, I believe he said he was from. I guess he knew Messino. He knew Messino before he's a rat. I know Messino, he's a rat before he's a rat, apparently. So he knew Messino. He knew the whole lunch truck industry. Apparently, he has a book called Making His Bones in the Mafia. So apparently, he made his bones in the Mafia. He's got a few videos on his YouTube channel. One of them, he's talking about, I stood up, this and that, the blah, 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 going on and on. He was on Stack's show. I believe that's the only show where he had like a 3-part interview. Other than that, I mean, you guys could look into him. He's prolific on Facebook, as many boomers are. Frank, what do you think about this guy? He started attacking you. He says he started coming on the thing and was like, you guys talk like you know what's going on. James, you bring on a rat before me, huh? Like he shouldn't have brought you on. He should have brought him on. And it became this whole thing, and there's about 15 comments. And so what about this guy?
Listen, the only person that's given him an interview is a content creator that really kind of has put people like him already, people with not all, but a lot of them that had no merit. Don't look him up. Don't do work on him. He lies. And not only that, he says he operated in an area that I was familiar with. Growing up as a kid, Salacardi, who grew up in the neighborhood that I did, is familiar with people. Especially then, not only that, I don't go outside what I don't know. You understand? For example, he picks the Bonanno family out of all fucking families. Bad move, especially because I'm familiar with people. I've never seen him at a funeral. I never seen him at a wedding. I never seen him in a social club. I never seen him around anybody. I mean, if he was so prolific or even even half known. I would have known him. I'm not saying I knew everybody, but in my neighborhood, even if you were semi connected or a little bit connected by family or whatever, and you gave a fuck a little bit about who was. I worked at a coffee shop. You don't think I would have seen him? I worked at a couple of coffee shops. I worked on Knickerbocker Avenue with my brother. I worked for Nino Mastretta on Fresh Pond, then Giannini's. I would have known this guy. Never seen him before at any capacity, any mob capacity. And then this guy is worse than Ronzavelli. Yeah, he is worse than he chose a time to talk. See, Messino talks, so he talks about Messino. Vitali talks, so he talks about Vitali. He even claims that he had something to do with the Nazis in Glendale.
The Bundish.
What the fuck is he talking about? The Bundesliga died out right after fucking the Bund after World War II. And the Germans that were fucking getting high and pretending they were Nazis, they were doing it when they were drunk, or the younger generation were doing it at the Forest Park, with nobody around, so they couldn't get their ass kicked.
Let me shout out Kevin Wu. Kevin Wu, 1999. Thank you so much, my Korean brother, Kevin Wu. And then we got Pasta Patate, 999. Thank you, Pasta Patate. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, Cafe Palermo. Fucking Ronzavelli makes the same mistake too. He goes, Cafe Palermo was a banana hangout. It wasn't. It was actually the guy who owned it was Frankie Shorty. Frankie Shorty was a Patty Conti guy. So these guys just keep on coming with the lies and lies. He even invited me. He says, we wouldn't say it to my face. I'm not going to hit you because you're like 70-something years old. And if I hit you, I'm going to make you shit fucking for a week.
Oh, that's right. He said, you wouldn't say it to my face. He said,
yeah, I wouldn't say it to your face. Yeah, I know. Because I, it's funny because I do come to Florida quite a bit. And for what? You're going to get scared. You're going to call a cop. You might get your kid hurt. What are you going to do? Nothing. I'm not going to come after you. That's not who I am anymore. Don't worry about it. But you wouldn't say that to me back in the day, especially being who you are. I mean, I heard that they used to throw bagels at you at your fucking food truck. All right. And Joe Messino told you, get your fucking truck off my lot. Didn't he tell you that? He did tell you that. He did tell you that. So now you're mad. Don't be mad. Don't write a book.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
He goes, a food truck guy.
I'm starting to think that something like that actually might have happened because
what
he goes,
he got chased. What do you think happened?
Did he say that?
No, but no.
Well, I know, but I know that's what I'm starting to agree with you. Like,
yeah,
because he has such a gripe with Messino that I almost think that Messino like fucking smacked him at some time in Maspeth and said, get your lunch truck out of here. This is my neighborhood. You better go somewhere else. Go to I don't know. Go to Flushing Meadow Park or something. You're not going to fucking hang out over here.
Listen what Shalacardi says. He says he claimed he knew something about Rastelli getting rid of his wife. Oh, so now you're a fucking rat too? What happened to your fucking loyalty? You're making your bones. What bones did you make? What bones?
Split up. Chicken bones in the soup. That Phoenix with another good one. If you ever open a place, Cafe Regimes. Cafe Regimes.
I like it. Yeah,
he's always got the good ones. Thank you, Phoenix.
That's my buddy right there. BTF Phoenix. She's quick. Tatone. Guy's a pizzaiolo in Florida. I know, Sal. I know he is. I know he is. I actually know where he's at. But now he wants to call me out. I didn't even go there with you, you fucking decrepit old bastard.
Well, he says, I remember you. You're Dum-Dum's nephew.
He wanted to say he couldn't spell. He couldn't spell dum-dum. I have trouble spelling sometimes. But dumb. He put D-O-M.
Oh, okay. What's up, Fish? What's going on, man?
My man, Fish. What's going on, Fish? You're gonna like episode 2.
Brooklyn Ice in the house.
Episode 2 of we touch a little bit. We go to Brooklyn for episode 2. Probably the only episode we go to Brooklyn for, but we also touch on Leadhead. Might bring Fish up after that. We might bring Fish up there for that episode after we cover that episode 2, because he is from the neighborhood. That's clarified, and people know. Oh, he went to the dance with Sal Vitali's sister. You hear that?
Is that what? Yeah. That's what I said to you a while ago. I said, isn't there a connection with like? I don't know. I might have heard it wrong when I was listening to his bullshit. I thought somebody married into the family of Vitaly's family, or maybe that's what it was. Maybe I heard it the wrong way.
He probably went to correction school with Sal Vitale. That's what you got mistaken. Yeah, he probably got fucking slapped around or kicked in the ass. He says he got shot. Who knows? Anybody could get shot.
Well, here he is right here, the real Giacomo Amato. When does season 2 start?
Wednesday, this Wednesday. So get ready, guys. Get ready. And then we'll follow up on Mondays with what we do on Wednesdays.
When you started the season?
I told you I got a call from a guy trying to put a Pizza Connection movie or something together. Was asking me. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, just fill me in what you want to do. Hopefully, he wants to do something like a series about the Sicilians, and pay pretty. You know, if I thought if it pays all right, we could talk. You know what I mean? But this is a serious producer. I can't say much about it, but we'll talk about it eventually. Hopefully, it comes true.
Yeah. You get like a little advisory thing, like Dr. James with the advising.
Yeah. No, this is serious. This ain't like an independent and a guy with fucking half-ass wants to start something. This is
Right.
real.
No, it's good. It's good. Should be good. I mean, obviously, it should be good. I mean, if something works out, I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you, sister.
On Facebook, this Amato clown was thrown out of every mob group because he tried publishing his book constantly. He's got a new book coming out soon. Tales from the Roach Coach.
The mob and the gay clubs.
No, it's something about Roach Coach. It's his new book.
Oh, Roach Coach is his new book?
I swear, no, that's what he said. Something about a Roach Coach.
Fuck out of here.
Stories about the Roach Coach.
He publishes his own shit. So
I'm not even mad about that. I mean, I give anybody credit that publishes a book. I mean, I wish, I would publish a book, but it's just like if you're making shit up, I mean, you can make anything. All right. So the latest book is the 80s new mobsters. That's fucking doesn't even make sense. So the title of the book is The 80s New Mobsters, New York City, Breaking the Rules in the Banana Crime Family, Giacomo Amato. What do you guys think about that?
I don't think anything of it. From a 1 to 5, his first book got no bagels. From 5 bagels, no bagels. No bagels for you.
No bialys for you.
Yeah, the real Giacomo Amato. Yeah, anybody can. Yeah, he got kicked out of every mob group for real for trying to fucking.
The 80s New Mobsters NYC, Breaking the Rules in the Banana Crime. Well, he's the one breaking the rules, Frank. What the hell did you fucking do? You didn't do nothing. Did you break any rules?
No. I never even seen him. Nobody's ever heard of him.
Yeah, anybody can publish their own book. You're right. That's true. I still kind of give people credit for even doing it. But like I said, I guess if you're just sitting there making shit up, I mean, I guess it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Somebody said your favorite channel is down, by the way.
Which one?
The Fibby channel.
Oh, they took it down?
I don't know. Somebody said it was. I have no idea.
Oh, fuck. That was so good. So is Amato a con man or a fake? Big Arms, yeah, he's a con man. If he's trying to sell a story about him being part of some organized crime group, he's just using his Sicilian descent on people that buy into his bullshit. That's what that is. Yeah, he's full of shit. I don't know. Doesn't mean because I don't know him, but I've talked to so many people from my old neighborhood. They don't know who he is. It's a book of bullshit. There you go. Look at that. Look at that guy. Would you just run out of town when that guy's after you?
Well, listen, the title itself, Making My Bones with the Mafia. Crime, family, betrayal in New York City.
You know what must have happened? He probably tells this story somewhere in Florida. You got these trailer park waitresses coming in, and there's probably fucking little ass pizza place, and he talks about, and somebody kind of convinced him to write a book about his bullshit, and that's what he's doing. Nobody believes him.
All right, so listen, and I don't want to play this, but I'm going to play it. Fuck it. So apparently he calls himself something else. I don't know why he does it. If the book is about you, you don't have to use a pseudonym. You're telling us it's about you. You don't have to like scoot around and pretend. That I don't fucking understand. But okay. Let's check this out. You ready, Frankie?
Yeah.
You ready, Francis? 152 people. Make sure you hit that like button, please. 152 people. Thank you. All right, let's go. Let's Carmen Decker Bonanno. Yeah, that's my favorite too. That guy's great.
Carmen Decker Bonanno. He disobeys.
I'm not going to do that.
Papa, no, please.
Frank, is this about you? Two mobster uncles?
Get the fuck out of here. That's what I got to say. What the fuck? You see that shit? What the fuck with the music? And he had the whole music playing there. He was caught in between a war between his two uncles. Oh, man.
That sounded like the Italian version of the Dexter theme song. You ever watch Dexter?
Dexter.
That was like the Sicilian version of Dexter. Like if
fucking all right, whatever. Hey, listen, if you want to pick up the link, Amato, whatever the fuck your name is, it's not even his name, Gino, if you're listening, pick up the link. Come on. I'll drop it for you. I want to hear what you're about, who you were with, who was your captain, what crew you were in, anything.
Yeah, Mob Facts. I dedicated about 10 or 15 minutes to looking into him. I didn't find anything.
Were you in the fucking Jeff Lohman crew, the Kanasi Jeff and the Danny Trio? Frank, what's his real name? Gino? I don't know. Gino.
Giacomo Amato, but he's using like this Gino Leno thing. I don't know.
Gino the Wino?
Gino Leno. I don't know. He's fucking Jay Leno's
Gino
cousin.
Leno. He's Jay Leno's cousin. God.
Who did he say made him? He didn't say he was made, but he did make his bones.
He didn't want to get made. That's
Frank,
another
you got to
one
buy that book. I think we should buy the book to see what he says in it.
Frank, you got to buy the book. Yeah, we do got to buy the book, and we got to read a chapter every fucking every. Well, I don't know. What fucking people get bored. And Rob Jean in the house. What's up, Rob?
Hey, Rob Jean in the house.
What's up, fellas? You hear me or not?
What's going on, cuz?
Yeah.
What's up?
What's going on, cuz?
20th Ave.
Phoenix says, "What the fuck, you mentor?" Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's basically.
What's up, Sean? What's going on, my man? Sean's a friend that I met on acquaintance, whatever. And he's always like, Frank, you live for this shit. I mean, yeah, kind of like the freaking Lohman stuff. I love it. I can't believe they closed this shit.
It's like Chat GPT asked someone to write a life story. Yeah, it's like an artificially. He's an artificial Italian. AI.
How about Rob Jean knows where Ramundi is. You know that. Rob Jean I've heard him say in other shows, and Rob Jeans, he knows he's been around. He said that Raimondi was a carny from Coney Island, and he's not even Italian; he's Puerto Rican.
Well, that's true that he was a carny. I mean, there used to be a video about it. MIC Crime will let you in on a secret. My younger brother, 20, just got his button with the Columbos. It's not a secret anymore. Jesus. Is that true, Woodhaven?
I feel bad, but they're going to start asking around who's 28 years old and why's your brother talking about this?
Well, his name, I don't know what his nationality is, but his name is Anthony Raimondi. I mean, I found federal paperwork on him.
Yeah, but he might be half Puerto Rican. You know.
But the federal paperwork wasn't what you guys think it might be.
Oh, Phoebe Tales has a new channel, so they probably just started somewhere else.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, no, don't listen. That guy's fucking so deserving of what is happening to him right now. Don't keep that fucking foot on his throat. Fuck him. Keep
Mike,
it
the
going.
driver's truck is here.
He's fucking another bullshitting artist, freaking Fugazi cocksucker.
Thank you, Philly Bob. Shout out, Philly Bob. Appreciate you, man.
So he's a con. Yeah, he's a con. Yeah.
Godfather Cigars. You're selling cigars in Coney Island. You can look it up. It's still under his LLC or whatever it is. Godfather Cigars.
Yeah. So what do we, now this is the other thing. Well, let's get off this idiot for a while. But if you're out there fucking Giacomo, we pick up the link, we'll drop it, and we'll go. You could tell us about your mob history, fucking phony. All right. The other thing was on the OC shorts, they wrote they put down that basically it read Messino, who was stronger, Messino or Gotti. I was on the show. I never said that. I knew. I have a feeling who was the stronger of the two.
Thank you, DL. You gifted a membership.
Was there such time when he was the strongest? Yeah, because he was the only one out there, Joe Messino. It wasn't because any other reason than that. John Gotti was a very powerful boss. I don't think they ever worked together at the same time. But even as a gangster at any level, Gotti was definitely a bigger, stronger than Messino was. Starting from the 70s, and then in the 80s, Messino was in jail, right? And he's from 86 to 92, and that was basically all of Gotti's reign as a boss. So, but with that said, and I always said this, John Gotti helped the Bonanno family come back up to its grace. Took him out of the commission. It was recognized by the commission again. When Messino needed a crew, later on, a lot of people helped him get to where he was, like the Ha-Has and Taglione and them. But he would have never took on the, let's be real, the Sicilians with those guys. They wouldn't have been effective. Like he needed more than that if the shit hit the fan. If one day they say, hey, we're coming after you, Messino. We know you killed Caesar. He had the Gotti crew, the Fatico crew, which later becomes the Gotti crew behind him. He used them as his crew. So that's what basically got him to where he was. And then later on, he even says that John Gotti brought this thing back a lot.
Dion Zivan. Oh, 999. Thank you, buddy. What's going on? How are you?
Yeah, my friend. Thank you.
Stella Cardi, Giacomo Amato, Crumbum Hall of Famer. Liam O'Connor. Frank wants to talk about Phoebe, and his co-host is scared of Phoebe. LOL. Why? I'm scared of him. No, I don't think that's the case. My name is Brett, by the way. It's not co-host. Okay, Irish boy.
Phoebe has, I went to Phoebe. I went to Phoebe's neighborhood, right?
I'm scared of Phoebe. I'm not scared of him. I don't. I have a rule that I generally don't like to talk about him or other content creators.
Yeah, I went to. Yeah, I'll talk about him.
We talk about Giacomo because he's
I went to
I
his
don't know what the
neighborhood,
fuck he is. And I've never told you not to talk about. You can talk about Phoebe fucking all you want.
and I didn't go to his neighborhood because I wanted confrontation. No, I went to his neighborhood, well, maybe a little
Exposure.
for
To
exposure.
expose. Yeah.
He called me. He was on a show, and he made a comment that I was a rat, which is true. But coming from him, I dug up shit on him that he told on his neighbor over fucking what was it? Videotapes that they stole. Okay.
Right.
And then I went to the house where he crawled through a doggy hole, took a picture of it, went to his high school with an old friend of his, and made a show out of it. So nobody cares what he's got on anybody. I mean, I'm an open book. Whoever got anything on me, so be it. I don't want to sound cocky. I'm not. Believe me. It's just that when I hear this, it's like, well, what do you want? You know?
Fish, shout out Fish, $20. Thank you, Fish.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Fish.
Gotta be like John
so
Gotti,
much.
drive a Maserati. Yeah, I mean, as far as that guy's concerned, I mean, nobody can honestly watch like that Fibby Tale stuff, like with no reference for even anything. Because I'll be honest with you, I've known the guy has been existing for years. I mean, Mob Talk Radio, yeah, I know who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
without my habitual watcher of his stuff, never really. Every once in a while, that's not a knock on him or whatever. I don't care. I think me and you have talked multiple times that if he just did that, you can't say that he's not knowledgeable about history. I mean,
We always gave him credit for that. But now
extremely fucking knowledgeable, but with no context whatsoever.
yeah,
If you just told somebody to watch that Fibby channel and absorb every single video, I don't see how you cannot walk away from that thinking like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on with this guy?
His mental illness. That's
It
what
just seems
is.
like it just. But all that aside, like I said, I don't like to start wars. I don't like to talk about content creators. I've never done it on my time on YouTube. I've never had content creator wars, or I just don't like to do it. But you can say whatever you want.
You know, and I've heard, and he drops names like crazy. He dropped Gerard Marone's name. You know, that he's good friends with Gerard. Gerard ain't gonna fuck with you, bro. I know Gerard Marone is a kid. He's a very fucking high profile lawyer. He's a good lawyer.
Yeah.
He's not, you know, unfortunately, the other kid he fucks with, I went to school with as much, Elio, is not on the same level as Gerard. No offense to Elio, just not. And he fucks with you because maybe he likes the comedy level or so, or maybe at one time he thought you were a talented fucking person. I don't know what's his reason for fucking with you, but I'll tell you one person who ain't gonna fuck with you is Gerard Marone.
Yeah.
Oh, Liam said you talk about so many content creators. Why are you talking about? And I apologize. The first time I've turned into the.
No, we haven't. We don't talk shit about content creators. No, I love potatoes. I love potatoes.
Oh, you don't like potatoes? I like potatoes too.
I love potatoes, and I love Irish.
I like Irish.
Are you not
people.
an Irish boy? Are you not an Irish? I'm sorry, Irish man. I'm sorry.
I like Irish people. Too.
Irish man. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a boy, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you're Irish. And it wasn't a slight, by the way, either. I don't know. Do we talk shit on content creators? I don't think we do. I don't think we have that type of show. If that's why people like the show, because we really don't do that.
Frank, what are you doing for a living now? When you were I manage a restaurant and on my part-time.
Mashed potatoes are great. I love a red skin mashed potato. How's that sound?
I like that.
That's
I like that. Thank
Sean,
you. I appreciate
Sean's
it.
probably Irish. I love Sean. Great show, fellas. Thank you, Sean.
And listen, I enjoy these guys when they tell stories. I don't get aggravated. I don't get mad. Of course, if somebody's gonna come out of left field and say I was a gangster and this and that, and then you're nothing but a fucking stool pigeon when they were stool pigeons themselves, or not even in that life, yeah, I'm gonna get irked by that. Of course. But I'm not gonna, you know, if a guy done his time, did whatever he had to do, I own my shit, all right? Just I don't have to explain. But these guys that did their time and I can't say nothing about them. But these half-heads that live videotape to videotape, gangster film to gangster film, Jerry Capisi article, the Jerry Capisi article. Yeah, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah. No, DeGusta years ago, he said he was related to Ray Patriarch. He said he spent summers at his house.
What's that? No, I was watching La Regina, the Cafe Danielle. No, I didn't work there. I hung out there though. It was owned by a paisan of mine, Vinny Montana. He had passed away. Rest in peace.
John Silitsky, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? Good to see you, buddy. You got to stand up for yourself. I don't see this wrong. Yeah, if something happens, we'll stand up for ourselves. But yeah, we don't know. We don't.
Now, we're not looking for anything. But if it's there, I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna laugh. I mean,
yeah. Anyway, listen. Let's get out of this. First of all, we got into a little thing because I guess I don't know. It's not against OC Shorts, but when you have YouTube, sometimes you do these clickbait thumbnails. So he had the clickbait thumbnail. Messina more powerful than Gotti? Question mark.
Right.
So that gets people's heads going, and then all of a sudden in the comments, what are you talking about? He's not more powerful. No one said that, but that's why you clickbait these fucking thumbnails to get people attracted to your video, and they start making comments and stuff. But obviously, you never said that, right?
No. Matter of fact, I said the opposite. I would have never made that distinction. Was Joe Messina the most powerful boss at one time? Yes, because everybody was in jail. Everybody who was a boss was in jail. He was the only boss left. There was acting bosses out there, but there was no bosses. He was the only one, so of course he was. And it looked like he was doing something right because no made guy had flipped, and he even made Time Magazine, not the cover like John Gotti, but he was in Time Magazine as well.
Messina?
Yeah. There was an article in I believe it was like March of 2002. I was still in the MDC.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
And that was on Time, but he was in the cover. He was not on the cover, like that famous Andy Warhol picture of John Gotti.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
John Gotti, come on, man. Look.
Well, you're talking about a specific era. John Gotti's going away for life. Messina is starting his reign, so it's like, right?
Yeah, I know. I never did the comparisons.
It's not a comparison, but if you're talking about what's going on the streets and who's amassing this, I mean, you talk about Messina putting all these money guys, who's amassing wealth, who's amassing power actively, hands-on. Right. Joe Messina is. Well, Gotti's unfortunately in prison, ultimately
at the time,
dying from cancer and getting very sick. This guy is.
This guy is right. And it goes through his head too. I told you. He said it at a co-defendant meeting. He said John sent this thing back 100 years. He said that. Okay. Which I was like, well, obviously I didn't say nothing. I wasn't there. But I was like, wow, that's fucking funny. This guy kind of put you where you were at, buddy. He helped you. He was he was that emergency button that Joe Messina never had to use. That's a good way of putting it. But what's up, Armand? Mustache Pete, what's going on, my man? So, did Messina like what? Like John?
Didn't realize how scary but Sakara was for Gina Hoodio. Yeah, serious guy, right? Serious associate. You wouldn't tell Bud Sakara he doesn't know jack shit, right?
Well, yeah. He was a serious guy too. Yeah.
Going back to earlier in the show, if you guys don't get the reference.
Yeah, he started with the Bananos too. Zaccaro did. He was around the old man Bonomo. He did. I still have an videotape from there, an unreturned video. I must have a series unpaid late fee. That would be that Azzurri video store on Seneca, right by Seneca Chapels. Yes.
Still subscribed, not going anywhere. Thank you. Did Frank know Hootie or know of him when he was on the streets? Yeah, they were on the show.
Younger than me. It's not that, but listen, it wasn't like Hootie was around. I didn't, it's just that he was a lot younger than me, and he wasn't from my neighborhood,
Liam O'Connor, I'm straight, second generation, just messy. Yeah, I'm first generation Jew Rican. How's that sound?
Right.
You hear Louis Gassman say, Lee Cole, go kiss Angel's big fatty. You know what's funny when you listen to Cashman? I find this incredibly weird. I watch him on that American Made channel, right?
Yeah.
Who seems like a really cool guy. Shout out to American Made. Go follow him. Go subscribe to his channel. But when he talks about them, he goes, and then my sister is there talking, and I'm like, he's really just my sister. And it took me a minute to realize what he was saying. Oh, he's like saying Angel, like my sister. And for my sister to be in that chat, I just find that a little fucking bizarre, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you find that a little weird or no?
Yeah, of course. He wore a wire on her, on his sister's mother.
Like he's talking about Angel in Scar's chat for my sister to be there. I mean, I don't know the family dynamics, but it just comes off a little weird to me.
Yeah, I'm not even going after the fact that he wore a wire. I couldn't give two fucks, okay?
No, I don't give a shit
either. He wore a wire on a woman that supposedly was like his mother. His fucking mother. Bro, stop, man. Just stop. These fucking people are getting me like riled up. You know, they want to act like they're still fucking family with these people and whatever. Just unbelievable.
I think unless he's doing it to dig it in on her, like that would be funny if he was purposely doing it just to get a dig my sister, like to just like dig her a little bit. That's kind of funny.
No,
RL 380, $10. Thank you, RL 380. Appreciate it.
Thank you, RL
380. Appreciate it, buddy.
How is that series? I haven't seen it yet. Shout out to Grossman, Manny Grossman. His
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah. Was it a 3-part?
3-part, yeah. Obviously, you know, I did a premiere today on NYC Crime Spot. You know, there's a lot of people that don't like Manny, and they don't like Manny so much that they've probably created at least 30 to 40 different Google accounts just to comment on my channel against Manny over the past year or two. Because when they do it, I block them from my channel, which means these people have to create an entirely new Google account to comment on my channel. And I'm telling you, I blocked like 40 accounts the past 2 years. Today on my live stream on NYC Crime Spot, on my live premiere, I had one of his haters in there coming at me, talking about Manny, and people are really fucking nuts, dude. They're really nuts. You think the mob genre is crazy? The Son of Sam genre is just as fucking nuts.
Yeah. It's crazy how that would work.
Yeah, because it's just one guy. Like, how much could you really fucking kill? How much could you kill each other over it?
No, Sal said I love your mother. Your mother was such a great woman. Rest in peace, Michelle. That's Salicardi's mother. I wouldn't wear white in anybody's mother, okay? No. Maybe that what's the name? The one that fucking the Colombian woman that was a piece of shit.
Oh, Griselda?
Oh God, what a fuck. Imagine having a mother like that. But back to Sal's mother was great. She was like my mother, actually, because I went through my family was going through a little something. I stayed at Sal's house a whole summer one time. It was a great time. I still remember those days. Good people. The Accardis are very good people. And Dad was awesome too, as well. And just good people. And I wish I had more of that in my life instead of picking other paths. But shit happens. Seneca Chapel's connected. Joe Elia. Yeah, that's the D'Angelo family. So Smitty D'Angelo that got killed, that's his nephew's place. His nephew's on that place.
Wyatt Earp, you're not blocked. I see you coming right here, man.
Where's Wyatt Earp? I don't see
You're right here, Huckleberry. Don't worry about it.
If they do that, you got to tell them, no, I don't see you.
That's fine. No, I don't see you.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp, is that you? Get out the bushes. Get out the bushes.
We see you, buddy. We see you. IH Farmer 81. Has anyone figured out how many genres there are on your infinite genres?
I heard a stupid joke. I heard you heard about the fight at the Red Lobster?
No.
Four flounders got batted. It was stupid. Man. It was funny. You know what I mean?
Come on.
All right, so you're pro-gay.
Listen, there's this guy that gets on the subways and he dresses up based on the theme. Like it could be the Statue of Liberty, it could be a lobster, it could be Trump. and he tells the corniest fucking jokes to riders on the subway. Some of them even want to fuck him up, you know, but they're so stupid you gotta laugh. I forgot his fucking name. Check him out.
Was he a TikTok?
Yeah. But that's where I got that joke from. I'll give him the credit on a stupid joke where the credit's due. But he does. He did Ozzy once, you know, Hulk Hogan, all of them. He touches all the subjects.
Corruption. It's easy to go on a channel and talk to a guy who isn't going to push back on anything you say. Yeah. I think the case with American Made, is that what you're talking about? I think a guy like Casson probably has to feel comfortable enough with somebody where they're not gonna like push him too hard. That's probably what it is, if I had to guess. What's up, Mike Heaney? What's going on, man?
Love New York. Yanks love New York. Did you share? Oh, Kevin McMahon. Yeah, he was a tough one there. He until they discovered that he played for the other team, and I don't mean the government. But yeah, I said it for a minute. You know, that's that guy always fucks around with me about people I went to school with. I don't know who it is, but I'm gonna figure it out.
What's this guy's name again? Okay. All right. So do you have, that's the Son of Sam guy? Yeah, Son of Sam guy, yeah. Do you you didn't watch it yet, right?
What? No, I didn't. I
Thank
watched
you, Philly Bob. Yeah, man,
That's
he's in
what-
every fucking episode. He's like a main character in that fucking thing. I was shocked.
Yeah, that's one of them pieces of shits I've always been interested in, the Son of Sam. I told you why, because we had that one guy that was the bartender in our neighborhood. Yeah, he was a victim. He got victimized by the Son of Sam, and his fiance got killed right in front of him and shot by this piece of shit. But
you know, I found some footage of the Ridgewood bar footage of the bar and them talking to him in the bar, like actual video footage.
oh no shit.
Yeah, was that the same bar that you would hang out at?
It had to be. He only worked at Martin's bar for the longest I could remember.
Let me see if
he
I can
always had
pull it
the
up.
nicest cars too.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, because it said like Ridgewood or something.
It had to be Martin's bar.
I gotta go to videos. Yeah, here it is. This is really fucking cool.
Oh yeah. That's good. Good stuff.
I'm gonna bring it up. You don't even see it.
I don't see nothing. Can I see you? Am I on? I like when they do that. Am I on? How many people in the house?
163. So check this shit out. Let's go. Let's look at this. So you see that?
I don't think that's it.
Says Ridgewood. Let's watch it. This is Frank's old buddy John Deal, Son of Sam victim. Got shot by the Son of Sam, and his girlfriend murdered. Christine Freund was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Now this guy, it's got to be stopped somehow, some way. You know, I think at mostly all your bars or discotheques, something like this, has to be watched for single guys that hang in there alone, because I have a feeling that this guy hangs out in these places and he follows. He picks out his people, like, you know, that he's going after, and I think he might even wait for them. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell what street that is. It doesn't say it.
Now, that's not Martin's.
Let me see. Getty Images sometimes tells you like what street it is on their stuff. New York footage, fiance. August 5th. No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Sorry.
Leon says that was on Grandview and Grove.
Okay.
I believe Seneca Bar also maybe where Johnny worked, but I remember him at Martin's, and Martin's was on Gates.
Yeah.
Two-way street.
You can tell he's got like a mix of an accent, like a New York accent mixed with something else.
German.
German, right. There's a hybrid there.
He was a good guy. So he was Austrian, but he tried hard to fit in. You know, he liked his Italian buddies. Unlike a lot of Austrians in my neighborhood, they just didn't get along with us. You know, Gates and Woodward was Martin's. Yeah, was that what? Yeah, I don't know if that was Martin's. It didn't look like Martin's.
Yes, Sal. If you watch the new Son of Sam, he's the guy with the long black hair that's talking in all the episodes. It's been on my channel a bunch. We had him on here for the 1977 episode. Frank, were any of your relatives involved in the Buffalo Magadino circles?
No, but I learned that I think I'm related by like 4 generations to the Magadinos, and I learned that courtesy of Lisa Pizzatola.
Oh,
I never
great
knew.
Lisa Pizzatola, yeah.
Yeah, I sound like Samuel. I never knew, Bo. They told me I was, and that was
I
that.
never knew Bo. Did you say Bo? Oh,
You know, I brought up fucking they were talking about what happened to that lawsuit that's going with Sammy about these girls trying to sue his ass for being a little bit of a perv. On Gunsmoke's show the other day.
yeah.
I was like, you know, do you believe? I said, yeah, he has stupid. We were talking about every time, like the Nadu situation where he told him to come, Nadu, come suck my whatever, right? And then look up to the side, see if he was getting a reaction from the chicks, you know?
That's not a gun. I'm just happy to see it. You're the one I've been looking for.
Oh, Grandview and Bleak, that's the Windjammer. I know where the Windjammer is. Okay, the Windjammer. Yes, I remember.
Joe Pistori, what's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Joe Pistor Jr., when are you coming on?
When you coming on there, buddy? Brett, is this the show about Fat Rat Messina?
Okay, Joe Pistor. All right, so you were around at the time. Obviously, unfortunately, your cousin, right? Am I correct?
Cousin, yeah.
Was a victim of Joe Messino's one of his earliest jobs, killings. Sorry. Do you remember this Amato, Gino, whatever the fuck his name is? And now this is around that area. You know what I mean? He probably doesn't know who that Amato guy is.
Rock solid, my man. What's going on, buddy?
Oh,
good to see you.
Rock solid. What does Andrew Nelson say? Hey, Frank, and thank you for your stories over the years. I have really enjoyed listening to them. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. I don't know. I'm trying these days. Somebody asked me what I think I answered that one for a living, and I work and I help manage a restaurant. I spoken with
Joe Pistori says he's spoken to Amato before. Is that right?
He's
a wannabe. He's a wannabe. All right.
I thought I was about to eat shit.
Yeah. We were getting nervous for a second, Joe.
We were getting nervous, Joe. You're killing us, Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a wannabe. There you go. He's a wannabe.
All right. Well, I mean, you know, we were on that train, but thankfully you are too. Yeah. It's weird. It's just weird. Hey, look who's back in town.
Shit. Pete Rubio back in the house.
Arancini boy, what's going on? They let you back in there yet or what?
I know
they let you back in, or they still close the door. Hey, there goes Pete.
They try to drag him in there. There
goes Pete. Close the door.
There goes Pete. Throw one fucking rice balls.
There goes that guy Pete. Close the fucking.
He goes on my rap brother show. Fuck him.
What's up, Gaslight? Good to see you, man.
Hey, what's up, Gaslight? How you doing?
What's going on, Gaslight? Good to see you.
Yeah, Salakai, that's the Windjam across the street from Seatown. Remember what Seatown used to be?
That could be the bar across the street from Grimaldi Bakery.
The Windjam, right across the street from Seatown. I used to go make phone calls there. I used to put my bets in there to because I didn't want to use the Grimaldi phone, you know.
Pete, he's steering clear of that place.
Yeah, good idea.
Let's be clear. Messina only set my cousin up. Tutti Francis with the trigger. Yeah, Messina was good for that, right? He was good for setting people up for shit.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, but it's the same fucking thing. People, if you can manipulate people to kill for you, isn't that even worse? Seatown or Key Food, one or the other. Mike the Printer, or another guy from the neighbor. I love when guys just throw fucking questions and give you and give them. Oh, so you're from the neighborhood too? Yeah, it was either Keyfoot or Seatown. I don't know. Sal, was that Seatown or Keyfoot on Grove and Woodward?
Messino sent my cousin up, Teddy Francis. Yeah, we saw. Yeah, I mean, is that worse? I don't know. Is it worse to be that conniving to like set shit up?
Look at that. I fucking dropped the ball together. It was Met Food. Met Food.
Oh, Met Foods.
I worked there. They on work there. Met Food. Okay.
LaFresh impression. I don't know. I don't know if my throat can handle it right now.
My friend Robert Miller lived up that block when I was growing up. He ended up doing some time too.
Dayon says Granville Grove. Watching some World War II early movies. That's why I was at World War II movies. Interesting.
Oh, nice.
Michael never talks about it. That's very true. Michael Francis never talks about Tutti Francis.
Stop the baloney, huh? Who the hell knew?
Why? I wonder why that is. Why do you think that is, Joe?
Tootie's name is Carmine, if I'm corrected, right? Is his name Carmine?
Carmine Tutti Francis, yeah. Why is that, Joe?
What's that?
Why is that? He never brings them up.
Who yeah, I remember J.K. McZax. Me and Sal Carter used to go past that all the time when we were going to the miniature golf. There was an arcade there, a bit in a warehouse. We used to go there past there a lot. Met Food. He does mention him and says Carmine Tutti Francis. Yeah, Carmine. So did he have a kid? Did he have two kids? I think Carmine. Their name was Frank and Carmine. They lived in Middle Village. I wonder if they were his kids or a cousin of his. They were a large family of Franchise.
Tower King says, "Hey, my daughter turns 18 today, going for her driver's license. Good luck." Hey, Ruby, good luck. 18 years old. Happy birthday to Ruby. Happy birthday, Ruby. 18 years old today. Tower King. Tower King, you said you played hockey before. Looking from your picture, are you like 6'5" or so? You look like a big dude.
Yeah, you look like a big guy for sure.
You look like a 6'5" tower climber. Oh, he does talk about him sometimes. Is that true? I don't recall. Interesting.
Who's that? Hey, Jackal, my man. What's up, my man?
I think Carmine was a real tough guy. Michael was a white collar criminal. Yeah.
Yeah, Carmine. He had one kid I remember as a kid I used to play baseball with. His name was Carmine. I knew his dad was connected. He had an older brother named Frankie. I wonder if that was Carmine's kids. They lived in Middle Village. The Colombos had a club right around the corner from the kid Carmine. It was like the trophy room. It was on Metropolitan Avenue, right before you go to TSS.
The trophy room, yeah. That's they always report that to be like Vito Guzzo hangout or whatever.
No.
I'm just saying that's what, you know. I don't know.
No, that one became like the one that went to further in Middle Village by St. John's.
Okay.
Yeah, but no. That was believed to be a Lloyd's club at one time. The guy who ran it was Rocco, and they all used to sit outside, real Italian American.
In my city, young kids make better money setting up and selling out their friends to be killed than selling drugs. So that's crazy. Crazy.
Colin lived in Mashpit, I believe. Okay, this is later on. I'm talking about the 80s. Thank you, Southie. Thank you.
Southie, give if you can. Frank and Brett have overhead. Frank also has a bar tab that needs to be done. Thank you, Southie. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Did you pay that tab off, buddy?
Yeah.
Rubino says TSS is an Amazon warehouse now.
Oh, wow.
Frank, have you ever run into someone from your past? If so, were they respectful or did they try to test you?
No, I never did. Now I probably could, but no, not where I live now. It's very hard. But when I do go to the East Coast, it's possible, especially the places I do go. I do go to the Carolina shores, seldom Virginia Beach. I don't do that a lot. They're close to each other, but when I'm in that part, I'll be there pretty soon for a little bit.
Sammy called Louis Casman John Gotti's unadopted son. What the fuck is an unadopted son? You adopted him? I don't know who he is. He's
Let's read-
his
let's read
unadopted
it.
son. Frank, didn't you say Guzzo was weird? If so, why?
No. I said he wasn't approachable. He was standoffish, but not weird. Not weird. Once you got to know him, it was like he was just anybody else. But he wasn't quick to make friends. That's what I meant.
Brett, Tootie, and Tommy. Yeah, I remember you telling me that story that those guys lived pretty close to each other. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. No. Which one?
Tommy DeLeo, and it was a nephew of Patty Mack. Guy ended up a Genovese associate, ended up in the trunk, but he was a bad news guy. One of them bad news guys who would hang around Joe's cousin.
Gotcha.
I'll read this comment. I got to step away for 1 second. All right.
All right. Part from Nikki and Cesarini. Did you meet anyone who was depicted in Donnie Brasco personally? Yeah. Well, who's hold on? Who was you figure out who was depicted, and I'll tell you if I knew them. But I didn't know Cesarini. I never met him. I never met Cesarini. I don't know. I gotta think about that one. I met the people who killed people in that movie. How about that? The three captains. I was related to two guys in that hit. I knew the guy who actually killed Sonny Black. The couple of guys that killed him, I knew them as well. They weren't depicted in the movie. I forgot who was depicted in the movie. But if Santoro was, I know that. But I forgot all of them. Frank, do you know of my cousin Doodle? No, I was too young. Joe Pistol, I was too young. And I didn't. But as far as the Quest and Gas line, nah, don't remember. Any of you guys got questions, let me know. I'm here. But I'm so glad, Joe, that you brought up that Giacomo was not the real deal at all, and that nobody knew. I didn't even know who he was. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, we're going to be bringing season 2 pretty soon. The main characters, Nikki, Cesarini, Sonny Black, and Lefty. No, never met Lefty, never met Sonny Black, and never met Cesarini. Okay, here we go. We got a Vito Love question of the house by none other
It's been a while. It's been a while since we had one of those.
It's been around by none other than Peter Rubino.
Frank, did you know of my cousin?
No, I did not. No, he asked me that. No, I didn't. I didn't know. Do you know JT? You ever heard of JT? The Sinaloa family? I'm talking to you, Brett.
JT, Sinaloa family?
Sinaloa family. Friend of Sean's.
The cartel? The Sinaloa cartel?
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah. That guy
I must have missed the joke. I don't know.
It's the same shit over and over again. The fucking Fugazis.
Half Day of the Jackal. Frank, hey, what's up, man? How are you? Did you ever see the 2007 series in Italian Corleone?
A little bit. I did. I did actually on Amazon, really. Yeah, it was okay. I kind of like turned it off. It drew me off.
Why does Joe Pistone still wear sunglasses on the Rogan? Yeah, on the Rogan show. It's been 40 years. I still think he's trying to cash. You know what's funny about him being on the Rogan show? So he wasn't doing anything for a while. He had that little podcast with that Rossi guy, whatever his name is. And we actually emailed him like 3 or 4 months ago. We got his email. We never heard back. So he went on Joe Rogan. And then he put something on his Instagram. He's like hooked up with a new agency and a new fancy Hollywood agency hooked up with him. And if you want to get in touch with Joe, you got to reach out to the agency. So once you go on Rogan, it's like now they're trying to like really like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was not JT. It was JC. JC I was talking about. JC.
Oh, JC. I remember JC. Yeah. What happened with JC?
JC.
I remember JC.
Yeah.
JC for sure.
Luigi Mangiavelli, another fucking fraud. But
Frank, we have a Frank Copa's Social Club.
I don't remember Frank Copa's Social Club in Williamsburg. I don't. It probably was Red Hook. Okay, but not Williamsburg. He was a South Brooklyn guy. There was another guy that didn't like that I use the term South Brooklyn when I talk about Bensonhurst. Well, where the fuck is it? I know Roach Coach Amato better keep Frank's name out of his mouth. He couldn't carry Frank's. I don't know. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. But I know that he was
Dom Cicali's not going on Joe Rogan's show. Who said that?
He? Well, I don't know.
Joe Rogan has no interest in talking to gangsters.
Really?
No. He's never had a mafia guy on. He's never had a mob associate on. It's not really his thing. I think the only reason why he had Donnie Roscoe on is because he probably knows of the movie. He's likes the FBI angle. He finds it interesting. He had some biker guy that was undercover. But as far as Joe Rogan interviewing former mob guys, no, that's not what he does. That's not what he does. If he was, he would have had Francis on already. He would have had Sammy the Bull on already.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing,
he's going to be the next governor too. Okay, I got you. We were talking about Frank. What pizza do you miss the most? Roses for sure. Roses on Fresh Pond Road. I liked it. Oh yeah. Maybe you're right. I guess that was a joke. You don't think nobody will go on there?
I give people.
Who are you talking about? I don't know. Which you can mention.
Would I give too much credit to? No, I said he's not going on Rogan. No, he's not going on Joe Rogan. No, it's not happening. Okay. It's never going to happen. Let's put it that way. It's never going to happen. But the thing is, like, I don't know. Some people like to say that, like content creators like to say shit like that without really realizing like the magnitude of something like that. They like to say it like, I've known so many people on this thing that like, oh yeah, push it out there. We want to get on Rogan. You know how many times I've heard that? That doesn't work like that. You don't like solicit yourself to go on that show. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
In case anybody was wondering. Mike Dowd was on Rogan. Yeah, years ago he did have some cutty, dicey fucking weirdos on that show. Yeah.
I could have Mike Dowd on here too if you guys want. I mean, that's up to you guys though.
Rogan is friends with Depp. Yeah, that's probably one of the reasons too, for sure.
We should bring Mike Dowd here.
Merlino and Rogan, that would be funny too, but I highly doubt it.
Who's that?
Merlino. Can't see it happening either.
Yeah, but he's not going to answer any questions.
He's not going to answer any questions, but that's like
it's a hard interview.
Like you got to understand, like
he's a hard.
He doesn't have people on his show if he's not like into the shit that you do. Like, does Joe Rogan care about the Philadelphia and the Atlantic City Mafia? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I can tell you that for a fact. Half these people who do mob content are not from New York City. Yeah, this is true. This is true. How many mobsters did Messina piss off that didn't testify against him in 2004?
What was that?
How many mobsters did Messina piss off that didn't testify against him in 2004?
I could tell you the ones that did.
Yeah, I don't know. How about the square with the bread? I like the square with the breadcrumbs with little caramelized onions on that shit.
The square with the bread, like Spinjun. They call it Spinjun. That's a bakery pizza. That's good stuff. I like it. I miss it. It's not even. It's more like a focaccia.
That's pretty interesting. Tell me what you find on that, Joe. I like that.
I'm even saying it like a napolitana.
That's interesting. Was I right in my assumption? The stuff that I found that day, Anthony, on Dodona? All of them were pissed off. Oh no. Oh God.
I would love to bring Joe. Joe, get with us, man. Let's have a powwow if they will. If you want Mike Dowd, I could reach out for him too. Maybe Mike Dowd would probably be a good interview. What do you think, Brett?
I mean, I'll bring him on. It'll be entertaining. I never wanted to speak to him, but it would be entertaining. I never I'll
tell you what, like him or not.
No, I don't dislike him. I don't dislike him.
Like him or not, his story is movie screen kind of stuff. You know that you talk about what person that we actually deal with would make a good movie, like or whatever. There's not many. You know, I always said it. Howie would make a good movie. Coming from somebody who was an Italian to get into that life, to being who he was, to driving around who he did, and then at the end, you know, being so, because when he flipped, I was surprised more than anybody else. He brings a lot to that kind of story. Anthony Arellano is another one. I don't know. I just think that certain people bring that. Mike Dow does.
Joe Pistor. Oh, I was right. Okay, cool. It's good to know. Thank you, Pistor. Yeah, the pieces fit too well for it not to be. Bring that. That's a dream interview of mine, Curtis Lee. You call him a nut. That's a dream interview of mine to interview Curtis Lee. I mean,
Really?
I've met him before around the way. He would come to the more. Yeah, I mean, people think like that sounds funny, but yeah, no, he's like a top 5 interview for me for sure. 100%. 100%.
Well,
and I've tried, yeah, but I think I would be able to at some point.
I talked to Anthony not too long ago, Matt, talking about being a guest, and he's going to help me with my football picks during football season. He'll come up and give us a couple of football picks, and then go on his way. You know what I mean? You got to remember, we're a New York based show. I'm not saying that Anthony has a lot to offer, but we like to cover a lot of New York stories, mob stories, any kind of New York story that made the press. You know what I mean?
Would you like to interview Rudy G? Rudy G? I mean, would I? Yeah. Would I? I mean, it's not on my list of like definitely Curtis over Rudy though. Definitely Curtis.
Yeah. We got. Would I make a good movie? I don't know. I think my friends and my ex friends and a lot of stories that I grew up around would make a good series. Would make a good series done right. But I don't know about a movie. But I'm talking about not about me, about everything that was going around, about my neighborhood, about the people in my neighborhood, about what was going on. That would make a good series. Yeah, I think.
Could you imagine getting the Gemini twins? Yeah, that would be great. But that wouldn't happen though. Thoughts on the social? I don't know. I never saw that. They say mob movies don't sell anymore in Hollywood. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, the right director has to make the right movie, I suppose.
The right story could sell, not in the right story, but I think a lot of stories are out there. Joe Pistori, did he have they were in the printing, yeah, they used to print, they were in the printing business, the franchise, the Queens ones anyway. And there was another cousin of his, another fucking guy, half a jackass. He used to sell, he used to do the football tickets too.
Who would be your number 1 interview list? That's a good question. I don't know.
So,
That's a good question.
I don't know. You know, if would be good. I think Michael Franchise would be good.
That would be your number 1 interview on your interview list?
Well, as far as gangsters that are giving interviews now, yeah.
Well, you'd have to pick someone that's not giving interviews.
Fuck. I don't know. I don't know. You know, pick their brain. Probably Cantarella. He was doing it for a minute.
Really?
Yeah, I like to know what he's thinking or what he was thinking. I was with him in the cell, and then 2 weeks later, he disappeared. Him and his son. But yeah. How about you? I'm talking about guys that flipped. I'm not talking about guys impossible ones. Obviously, John Gotti would have never gave an interview. So that's
guys that flipped.
Yeah.
If I had to pick guys that flipped,
Salvatale.
That's a good one.
Salvatale
is a really good one.
That would have been a great one. Obviously, we're never going to get a Joe one either. Frank, my cousin owned a pool hall on Myrtle
Mickey
Avenue.
Featherstone. Mickey Featherstone.
Yeah, that's a good one too. He's the one I went for coffee with at 88 Cafe. Your cousin owned the pool hall. Yeah, the guy Mike Lapani used to run it. The Pete, I remember that. That was back in the 80s.
Yeah, I always felt that way about Dad. I feel like he's a little snaky, but I don't know. Yeah.
A quiet taste for sure, but until you get to know him, I guess. I've been around.
Goldie, yeah.
I mentioned that Goldie would be a bad guest a couple of live streams.
So
yeah, but I can't talk about a lot of the banana stuff right now because, especially the Pizza Connection, because I'm talking to a producer is trying to put something together.
Yeah, interesting email you got there.
Yeah, that would ruin. That would actually ruin it for. That would ruin it for me. Why are you talking about? We're gonna get back to you on it. But that'd be good. They're really interested, like the Sicilians and the Zips and stuff.
Is Jimmy Coonan still living? Yeah, Jimmy Coonan's still alive. Yeah, he got denied his compassionate release last year for the gazillionth time, I guess.
Yeah.
Coonan is still alive. Apparently not in the greatest of health. He is in his 70s. Yeah, not doing the greatest.
Was that time? I know you've been up all night, and I know you want to get out of here, and I do too. But 9:01. Do we got a crumb bum?
Look at the Marble We Bust that came out. The Irishman, the Iceman, yeah, they're all
they're done wrong, though. They're done wrong. I think a movie about the Gemini
done the right way. Yeah, done the right way. Brett, who else is on your list? I don't know. I mean, what did I say before? Oh, the informants. Oh yeah, Mickey Featherstone. If we're going by the informants, yeah, Mickey Featherstone for sure. I'll tell you what. Somebody mentioned Bud Zaccaro before. I would love to interview Bud Zaccaro.
Yeah. Yep.
That guy, interesting guy for sure. Nick DiMaggio, as they referred to him as, they outed his name in court or whatever a while ago.
Nick DiMaggio.
He's going by the name Nick DiMaggio.
Oh man.
Yeah, Bud Zaccaro.
No Victorian House. That was the catering hall back in Glendale. That was the pool hall that came out after. Yes. The one Pete was just talking about. Pete does not get rice balls anymore. He's probably on the hit list. They got a picture of him right at the front of the place. Don't come here.
Yeah, Frank Salemi for sure.
Yeah. Frank Salemi.
But other than that, like outside the mafia, Joel Rifkin, somebody like that.
Yeah, and then the not so mob guy. What I mean by that is not as involved as others. They pretty good, like or up there. Let's say up there. Not as like Cookie Durso would be a great interview, and Cookie Durso would probably make a good movie too.
Yeah, did you see there was going to be a Westies series? Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. I'll tell you why I'm not going to watch it. Number one, it's not filmed in New York. Number two, TJ English has absolutely nothing to do with it. Number three, I think they're changing names of people, so I'm gonna flush that one right down the fucking toilet. Because anything that's made Westie series and TJ English has nothing to do with it, you could just flush that down the fucking toilet. You're gonna start changing names. You're gonna film it in Canada. Stop it. No offense to everybody in Canada, but stop it. Enough already. Enough. TJ English put up a thing about it too. He's a little pissed off, and I think he has every right to fucking be pissed off. I think he has every right to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So weak, yes, very fucking weak. Rifkin is crazy. Just to watch a show on him, he got away with the crazy. Yeah, well, he didn't get away with it. He admitted to 17 homicides. If you ever want to watch something on Rifkin on my channel, NYC Crime Spot, King James, I do over an hour walk and talk through Long Island. We go to Rifkin's house. We go to his high school, and we go to the location that he crashed his car and got caught with the body in his trunk. Right outside the Nassau County Courthouse. What a spot to fucking crash your truck, huh? Just roll his ass right up in that bitch. But, yeah, check it out. Check it out on my channel. It's called Joel Rifkin, Where It Begins, Where It Ends, on location in Long Island.
The Gusta asked a good question. And, I'm trying to think, and I don't think I...
Yes, Kevin. D'Augusta, what did you say?
Something about being correct, but you have a liaison between Sicilian speaking Sicilian with them and Americans. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, not nothing really fucking serious, because I mean, they had a tap. They were most of the Sicilians spoke English. Well, not well, but they did. The ones that like were involved in major shit. Even Catalano gets a bad rap for not communicating with the others. He spoke. He understood English.
Yeah.
Very well. It wasn't like he didn't speak it. So they would not need a 9 or 10-year-old me to be there, or even a 20-year-old me, especially if I wasn't made or anything.
In a movie about the Domenico, who would the protagonist be? Did any of them? Yeah. So if they were going to make the movie about the Domenico, I guess they would probably they would probably have to kind of base it off Murder Machine, and Montiglio, I guess, would have to be the protagonist, and you'd have to do it Goodfellas style, where it's Montiglio, but you'd have to still figure out a way to get enough of the other personalities to play a big role in the film, right? So I guess that's kind of the way they would have to do it, I suppose, where it'd have to be about Montiglio. I mean, it could be like a fucking 3-hour movie. I mean, you could do Dominic with the music. You could do Dominic in Vietnam. You could do Dominic as a kid with his Uncle Nino. And then you could slowly introduce these lunatics.
I think the series would be a good idea as well.
Yeah, a series would be good. Yeah. Thank you, Roro. There you go. Thank you, Roro. Appreciate you.
Pete, that's crazy. I'm not even going to answer that. How about that?
You think Tommy Karate would have got busted if that guy didn't? Yeah, I think so. I think ultimately, yeah, he would have.
This Pete is a nut job. Look at that. He's putting Hell's Angels. He's putting Hell's Angels names by their first and last name.
Oh, jeez. I think Gadget was a little of a protagonist. I don't know.
This Pete's got to be crazy.
I could play Pete the Pig. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe I could. Maybe I could go in there. No, you know.
Chuck Zito would be cool to speak to too. Yeah.
We're not gonna talk. But me and Chuck Zito are not gonna talk.
Albert Fish and his bastard son, Guglielmo. Yeah, all dead guys, but yeah.
Do you know who was Ali Boy's roommate at one time, other than myself, in prison?
Was it Chuck?
Was Chuck Zito? Yeah, they were roommates at one time.
Chuck doesn't talk about the Hells Angels publicly because something happened.
He's out of it, huh?
Yeah, I think it's more than that. Oh yeah, sorry, Philly Bob, crumb bum of the week.
The guy.
You're a real crumb bum. You're a crumb bum. Real crumb bum.
Don't tell me it's gonna be the same one that I have. What were you gonna say?
No. Pete says he's the only guy from the neighborhood that everybody knows. Yeah, that guy was a good friend of mine. He's a very good friend of mine. I haven't seen him in years. He gave his brother-in-law a fucking 150 stitches right across the face for disrespecting his sister. That guy's a serious dude. I don't care. I'm not around, but I wouldn't be going mentioning his name if you still live in the neighborhood. Pete. But then you go eat rice balls.
You're not getting no rice balls anymore.
Yeah, you're not getting no rice balls anymore. You see how they close the door on you.
No rice balls for you, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Crumb bum? What was your crumb bum?
My fucking Giacomo. Giacomo Amato. You are the crumb bum of the week. We talked about it enough.
You are the crumb bum of the week, Giacomo.
Hey, look at that. Hey.
What's the matter for you?
You look like you just came out of a short bus.
He kind of looks like he could be, what's his name, Sandro's cousin. They look kind of the same almost.
Maybe.
Are these guys related? What's going on here? They got the same fucking head. They got the big helmet heads on these guys.
Come on, leave Sandro alone there.
He's a nice guy. He's fine, but they look like they could be.
They sound alike. I'll tell you.
They got the same head. The fucking jug heads. Look at them.
Look at that. He needs a helmet on his head. Look.
His head is a fucking helmet.
That motherfucker. Peter Tishanovic. What's on my man? Pete. Tishanovic. That's
Peter Tishanovic, 25. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
25 in Trudeau bucks. Thank you. He was the best guy around.
He was the best guy around.
Giacomo. What are you gonna
can
do?
picture
Thank
this
you,
guy-
Peter.
This guy holding. He had his own crew.
It's a senor jug ahead to you.
And don't talk it to me like this no more. He used to
That
lick
was
the
fun.
inside of the glass and fucking wave. You know, my brother one time he had a fucking gift. My brother Phil had a gift. He hung out with disabled people. I don't know why. He had this one guy, Eric. He had a fucking head like this. He looked like he was about to explode. He just like hanging out with him. And he'd hang out with Vito too. Vito was Ed. Remember Eric Squarehead? And we were like, what the fuck? What's the thing? You know, they look like twins. Like when they would walk into a place, Schwarzenegger and fucking DeVito.
Yeah.
And they were so one day he started hanging out with Vito too. Now Vito is like family to Vito Aiello. Vito, but you couldn't tell until you talked to him. He was infatuated with the mob. So my brother used to take him to work together. And one day I grabbed my brother and I go, you know, because we always throw one-liners at each other. Obviously, we never liked each other. I said, did you ever think one time that you walk with this guy and you walk with that guy around that they're probably going to think that you drive a yellow bus? I go, did you ever maybe come to terms with
The
what
short
fuck
bus.
like people that don't know you, they go like, which is a nice thing, you know.
Right.
He gave back, but why the fuck do you
The short bus.
why the fuck do you hang out with these people? And he thought that was the funniest thing in the world. First time he almost pissed his pants. Actually, he go, you know, I go, it's not. It is funny, but it's not. You know, but that was it. That's my rice ball story, and there you go.
Oh, somebody wants to know my. So you know who my problem of the week is? There's this piece of shit, that Devil's Den lunatic that they caught, Andrew James McCann.
Oh,
Have you seen
yeah.
this piece of shit?
Yeah.
That guy is like the fucking devil incarnate. Have you seen what this guy looks like? I mean, and they had this guy as this is the guy, the Devil's Den killer, for anybody who doesn't know the story about this guy who killed these two parents in front of the kids. And
You're a real crumb bum. You're a crumb bum, real crumb bum.
yeah, so this
So much,
piece of
so
shit.
much evil in the world. So much.
He was
evil.
apparently a teacher in 3 different places. Let me bring up the picture of this guy, Devil's Den in Arkansas. So let me bring a picture of this fucking lunatic. Let's look at. So they caught him in a barbershop having a haircut, right? He was getting a haircut. And apparently, like I said, they let this guy be a teacher in like 3 different schools. And yeah, so let's get a look at this fucking lunatic right here. Look at this guy. Can you believe this guy's even real?
Imagine sending your fucking kid to a school with this
What the
motherfucker
fuck
right
is
here.
this? What is this?
I don't know. It looks like something out of Dick Tracy.
I mean, this is like the guys that your friend used to hang out with, whoever you were just talking about. I mean, yeah. So they let this kid. This guy was. Dude,
Yeah, my brother probably hung out with him too. That's the type. Yeah, like the Brainiac. Very deranged looking. Yes.
very
yes.
deranged. Very deranged. I guess this is like his regular. So this is what I'm confused about, though. So there's like these 2 mug shots, right? So there's this one with his fucking head like, or is that not a mug shot?
That's a mug shot for sure.
No, but then they got this one too. Is that not a mug shot?
Who knows with the AI that's going? He looks like one of the kids that used to. He looks like a type of kid that used to hang out on Madison Street in my old neighborhood. Fucking those kids were. If they took trailers out of no offense to anybody from Madison Street, not all of you, but if they took a trailer park out of the fucking Virginia,
Yeah,
and put it in Madison Street in Ridgewood, that's what it looked like.
because there's like 2 photos that look like mug shots, but the hair is totally different. I mean, this one's absolutely nuts. This is he was trying to get a haircut. This is like the recent one. But that other one is, I don't know what the fuck that is. But that dude is like wild looking. I wouldn't let that kid near a fucking pencil, let alone a fucking school full of pencils and children.
What do we got? We got some editing to do. Am I correct?
We do. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
And
We're gonna have to call this a show. I think we had a good night.
I gotta get back. I'm waiting for a call on that series. Wish me luck, guys. That Pizza Connection series. Hopefully it goes good. And and then we take it from there. Major company, by the way, so we'll go from there.
Yeah, guys, listen, Wednesday on the layout, Joe Pistori. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Hit me up on Facebook, man. We're gonna talk.
I love trailers. If it wasn't for trailers, I would have never got laid.
Thank you, Lisa Pisatola. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Peter,
Good night,
Peter Arancini. See you later, Matt.
Yes,
See you later, Sal. See you later, Roro. Gaslight, Doug Ross, George Singh. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, George Singh. What's going on? Philly Bob, my man, Dan Tundis, everybody. The real Giacomo Amato, I guess. Have a good night, I guess. Matt, have a good night, buddy. Six Controller, Dayon, everybody. Farmer. We'll see you soon. Listen, for all the members out there, like Warren, like Middle Village, like King James, this Wednesday, check out the channel. You might like something on that channel this Wednesday. Members only, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know how to become a member, go back to one of our community posts where we tell you how to do that. And listen, we'll see you all really soon. You guys have a great night. And thanks for hanging out.